happening. We are Magic 89.9.
From our homes to around the world, this is Magic
89.9. Amazing. The Magic Top 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Top 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
The seats you want for the movie.
Sa'yo ay perwisyo. Sana sundan mo aking payo. Which right, kayang-kaya mo yan. Cool ka lang. Steady ka lang muna mga. Spread ka lang dyan. Cool ka lang. Relax ka lang. Daanin mo sa gigil, nooy pupulot lang.
G pa rin kahit ang init. Cool ka lang with the #1 lemon and lime refreshment. Sprite.
Hisense brings you the global stage at home with guaranteed front row seat to world-class entertainment. Enjoy a free soundbar for every purchase of participating Hisense big screen TVs. Promo available from April 18 to December 31, 2022. For DTI Fair Trade Permit number FTB 139788 Series 2022.
Bring the global stage at home with Hisense Big Screen TVs. Your ticket to world-class entertainment. Visit hisense.com.ph for more details.
Sa pag-aalaga ng iba, huwag kalimutan ang sarili. Para sure, mag-Wilkins Pure. Quality water with global standards because you're always worth a Wilkins. Processed following the Coca-Cola Company global standards. Kapag pagod sa OT, alagaan ang sarili with Wilkins Pure.
With ordinary so kulang, kaya use Rexona everyday. Rexona na, regular use. Freshness all day, hataw sa galaw. Rexona.
Rexona, hataw sa freshness with regular use, hataw sa galaw.
Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Listening to watching. Charab! Time now is 5:32 on the clock. The boys are out this afternoon on a happy Thursday. How's everyone doing? My name is Slick Rick.
This is Tony, and speaking of more of a wet Thursday, raining all over the metro. It was pretty bad around 1 o'clock, just after lunch. It's settled a bit, so once again, it's pretty damp if you guys are outdoors. Don't forget the umbrellas, the boots, and whatnot, because I think it's going to rain again later on this evening. But you know what? It's more fun in the Philippines. So good afternoon and welcome to the show. It is a thirsty Thursday. Susie's out and about taking care of family matters. Sam's got work. Gino is still in... I think he's still doing it. He's still racing as we speak. So, I don't know. He said he was back in town, but I don't believe him. Slick is in isolation. How you feeling, Slick? You okay?
I'm doing great. You know what?
Is it 2 days to recover after Tuesday's birthday?
I think so. I think just that's the reason why I'm isolated is because just a little bit too much. I mean, I had fun. Honestly, just had fun. But then it was just, you know, you get older, the hangovers last a little bit longer. So you're just like, oh, damn. I got to get more Gatorade in me. I gotta drink more water. And I guess the most important thing is that I have to eat. Is that the only thing that I had that night is one chicken shawarma wrap from Dak Shawarma. That's all I had. I should have had maybe the rice, the rice bowl, but then I just had the wrap. That's all I had. I should take it in more.
Well, the girls didn't eat at all. I think they had just one wrap as well. They took home the other wrap. That's all I remember. But nonetheless, it is Slick's birthday week. So what do you have lined up this weekend? Anything happening, or are you just chilling? And
just chilling.
The road to recovery
is real. You know what? Maybe let's if say maybe next week. we'll finish the show, then we can go somewhere. Maybe we can do Rockyoke again.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be there. But speaking of things that it's all over Twitter since yesterday, we forgot to touch up on it yesterday. But a bill has been, I believe, passed or not passed, but submitted for the changing of once again Ninoy Aquino International Airport. I mean, we were talking about this very briefly off air yesterday, and how I think we should just stick with, MIA, right? Manila International Airport. I think it's simple. It's 3 letters, and everyone knows Manila, right? So,
and that was the original name before. All right.
Was it MIAA, right? If I'm not mistaken, or
the MIAA, that's the Airport Authority. It's because
they were the ones that first initiated the name, right? Inaugurated the name. And it was during President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. was when it was built, correct? And so
I think it was before.
This is why that politician wanted to pay homage to him and say that, hey, because of that, we should rename it. But I think everyone had reservations on changing it, and I think that should be one of the last things that we should focus on right now. But nonetheless, we'll see what happens.
I think there's a lot more, especially.
Why don't you just call it Marcos Aquino International Airport? I mean, you know what? Just 50-50. You know what I mean? Or go alphabetical.
How many airports do we have? How many airports? We have 4, right? We have 4 terminals, so just half it.
Internationally, I don't know how many we have. International, Cebu, Davao, Cebu, Boracay, right? We get international.
Yes.
I mean, they all have their own names.
Fly straight there. Yeah.
They all have their own names. So whatnot. I know in the future it was supposed to be San Vicente in Palawan. For those that didn't know, it was built for the bigger planes. So it was supposed to be an international drop-off. It would be the hub for you to go to El Nido, Coron, and Puerto Princesa. But obviously, I don't know what's happened with that, if that's still in the works. So, but we are still in build. I think the projects, the infrastructure is still ongoing. So,
yeah, and I think it's just a touchy subject, especially right after the elections. I mean, there's still a lot of people have strong feelings about it, but I agree with you, Tony, is that if they can just focus on something else, maybe. I know a lot of people hurting at the pumps, hurting, say, even the dollar to peso ratio. I mean, if you're...
Pare, laki na talo natin dyan.
Medyo.
Flights now have gone up. I was looking the other day. Now it's international flights are no less than like 2K. To just head to Europe. So if you're heading to Europe,
ayok pare. Ako nga Davao lang, nahirapan na ako.
Actually, local flights medyo okay pa. 6. I think I saw one way 6 to 5 to 6K. Economy. If you book early, you can get. Obviously, if you book late, it's mga 10 na 12, depending on what day you leave. It's gonna get. I think it's gonna rise even more. So those that did take advantage of the leniency of airports in other countries, kudos to you, because you're benefiting as opposed to now where grabe in flights. I mean, but you know what? People will still want to travel no matter what. I think as we see revenge spending, ang daming taon na gano'n. They're just, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just fly. Let's just drink. Let's just eat. Let's just purchase a new car. Let's purchase a new something.
Sarap naman.
I mean,
yan yung mapapasana, yun yung mapapahopeful ka eh. Hopeful.
Yeah.
Diba?
Sana may blessings coming our way.
Sana, mambon.
We're always here naman. always waiting, but Hey, you know what? I think that also for the whole pandemic and, everything just kind of loosening up, I think they just really in their minds is like, you know what? Life is really short. Let's really take advantage of what we have is because in the end, you're not going to take it with you.
Actually, it's funny is there was this calendar that Atticus had bought, right? Which was kind of a little, if you think about it, you can have two perspectives. So one is, oh shit, okay. So, and one perspective on this calendar is, okay, let's live life to the fullest each day. So he bought this calendar that marks all the weeks of the next 85 years, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or the next 100 years. So every week from the day that he was born, you mark a black dot. So he's 44. So he marked all the weeks up to 44. The average Filipino in this country lives around, he said, 68 to 75, if I'm not mistaken, more or less, give or take, 5 to 10 years of that. So if you are he's 44, so he's gone through more than half his life. He's got 2 kids and a loving wife. So it kind of gives you a perspective of, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make every day count. But then his wife looked at the calendar and she was like, why the F would you do something like that? And it could cause anxiety, obviously, because at 44 and you're looking at 70, you got 30 plus years. Less than 40. Less than 40. If you take good care of yourself. If you don't take good care of yourself, oh shit. Okay, you better have a good insurance plan and for the kids and your wife, you know what I mean? Or for your husband if you bought that. But I saw all the comments on this on this post, and people are pretty okay with it. They're like, you know what? It gives a perspective that life is short talaga. Life is so short. And life is going so quickly.
And with COVID, life is shorter.
You know, COVID was 2.5 years ago? We're in 2023 in 6 months.
Yeah, but the COVID is there. Look at where's Gino? Where's Gino?
Gino.
Wala sa chat room.
Gino is in isolation again.
Again?
Yeah.
Pare, the most hassle. May close contact ka. Isolate.
Yeah.
Diba? Tapos, dalawa na kilala akong taong ganyan, no? Okay? Pagkalabas mo na isolation, shit, wala akong COVID, negative. Back to the world. That same day, pare, may loko na naman na nag-close contact sa'yo. Isolation ka na naman. Dalawang tao na yan. Kilala akong ganyan. Paolo Valenciano, if you're tuned in, direct Pao, isa ka dyan, alam mo yan. Number 2, Gino Quillamor. Kung nakikinig ka, pare, ewan ko lang ang mga friends mo na kino-close contact mo, ha?
May isa pa.
Medyo dangerous sila, ha?
You forgot.
Oo, mga itong dalawang to, ha? Para mga delikado, ha?
Sam, you forgot public enemy number 1, patient 0. There's
Jojo. Ito naman, wala isolation. He does not even spell isolation. Ask him. Ask him to spell isolation.
But
he's like the started off like the outbreak monkey.
But think about it. In all the years that we've been sick coming to radio, we've been doing radio for quite a number of years. We're in a booth here. For those that don't know, it's less than 15 square meters. And just imagine how many times one of us, Susie, Slick, Gino, or myself, or even one of the DJs, even if they're coughing, may sipon, how many times do we host events or go out and come to work? Even with
yung power through.
Konting vitamins lang. We'll probably take Slick does this a lot. He loves the over the counter USA medicines that are extra powerful. I remember he would pop one, the Dayquil or the NyQuil, and we'd go to work. We're fine with that. Yeah. And we would never say anything. Only time that we would probably look at someone is if we're in probably a close proximity and someone's coughing really bad. Alam mo yun, may phlegm. That's the only time we look. But we're not scared. Right?
We're never ones to say, maybe you should go home.
No,
we don't.
No. We wouldn't. We'd still, ubo lang to eh. Ubo. Or if it's a smoker's cough, we would never look at the person. But now, of COVID has really effed things up. Sipon, cough, anywhere. kumakain ka, may umubo. Man, I make sure I get up and I'm like, okay. Or I put on my mask and be like, why'd you put on your mask? Because you coughed. And it's just, you know.
And it's always second nature is you put on your mask, but then that person that coughed next to you, you look for your spray bottle of alcohol, tapos you just spray your head.
Yeah.
Just for no reason.
And I don't understand this, guys. Can you tell me the logic before, when I had no mask, konti lang lumalapit sa akin na babae sa gabi. Only a few would actually come up and beso. Now that I have a mask on, they call me Mr. Double Mask. Now they try and come closer and take off the mask. What is going on? I don't understand.
You know why? That's an added challenge for them. Is because they know that you're very safe. And they know that they want to, okay, let me take off his masks. Because in all the pictures that we've seen you're always wearing a double mask. So for them, if they can take off your mask, they're like, okay, at least that's one down. The next thing is to get his underwear
You know
off.
what? It's almost like stealthing. You know what stealthing is, guys?
Ito pare, speak of stealthing bago mo ituloy, Tones. Ito, bihira lang mag-text.
Sino?
Hindi ko alam. Pare, the one and only, Revolution.
Rev!
Yes. Speaking of stealth, pare?
Nagasawa na ba si Rev?
Hindi nga natin alam, nawala lang bigla.
What's Rev doing? All of a sudden, I see him promoting like some beef, some beef.
He's all into all kinds of things. I think. I think he was in sales. He was into photography. He was into women, and then now he's into. I think he's into marketing. You know, Rev. He's a jack of
hustler. Yeah, jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. Yeah.
But kasi ano naman, Direct Midnight, no? Message din. Don't forget, Subaru Pay Later, slick. Tuloy tayo.
So the stealthing is very popular with guys and girls. Apparently, you got to watch out for this for the young boys and girls. Obviously, safety first, as always, when it comes to sex. Stealthing is popular when you want to wear protection. But in the middle of hocus pocus, of Oompa Loompa, your partner decides to take it off. And that's stealthing. Right in between, the Oompa Loompa rips it off. And so that is what stealthing is.
Diba in some countries that is a criminal case na?
Yeah, actually, it should be a criminal. I think even in the Philippines it might be, but obviously you would have to press charges. I just don't think anyone has come forward. I think most of us wouldn't mind, you know what I mean, if someone did take it off. But what I feel like no one wears, not as many people wear as opposed to people wanting to wear. That's my consensus with our population. I mean, it's still kind of taboo in some relationships to wear one. I mean, usually you said, "Oh, aren't you loyal? Bakit ka mag-ano? Bakit kailangan mo pa?" Di ba? Ako lang ang partner mo.
Sensitive subject na naman tayo, ha?
Di ba? Bakit ka mag-ano? Mag-wear ng ano?
Ako lang.
Hindi ba ako lang?
Yun.
So,
tayo dyan.
What do you say? Well,
dati yun. Patay tayo dyan.
Well, now I think the best is because you just don't want to get pregnant, or you just try not to get anyone pregnant. I mean,
but then they'll always come back because, like, you know, I'm clean. I don't have a disease.
Or you're on the pill.
Are you afraid that I'm dirty?
Well, I for me, obviously in my situation it's different, right? So I think it's just safety first. Safety first. I don't think I'm ready to be a father. That's all I say. I don't think I'm ready. I know I'm not ready. I can't take care of myself. I can't even take care of myself. What kind of father comes home almost sunrise? You know, what?
It depends on the day.
I don't know.
Lalo na IMB girls, pare. Iba rin yun. Hindi, pare. Iputok mo be, girls, diba?
They challenge you.
That's
IMB.
That's one challenge I'm not doing, bro.
IMB challenge. IMB challenge. Ano yan? Iputok mo ba yan?
Kung matapang ka? Oo.
Kung matapang ka.
Hindi.
No, but
Dalawang beses na nangyayari yan. Dalawang beses na nangyayari sa
Diyan ako
buhay
duwag.
yun.
Diyan ako duwag, bro. My whole life flashes before me, bro.
Exactly. Dalawang beses na nangyayari yan. Pare sa life. Either pag hinold up ka, sige nga, iputok mo. Diba? Or pag yun nga, nandun tayo sa terrifying moment.
Yan ang tawag ng Frank, sarapkit. Yan ang, sarapkit is yun, masarap, but after nabuntis mo, masakit.
Akala ko, malagkit.
Pwede din. That would work. See, and it's nice that you know that you're not ready to be a father, so that's good. But then going back to your question is why do girls want to take off your masks? Is because it's the challenge of it. It's a challenge of it is because even looking at you now on the Facebook page is that they can see that you still have your mask with you. It's on your arm.
Oh yeah, all the time.
And that's the thing there is that they want to take it off. So challenge number 1, take off his mask. Challenge number 2, take off his underwear.
You know why, Slick? I'm responsible, bro, because I work with you guys. Alam ko, mga kasal na kayo eh. Pag nakasakit yung asawa nyo, wala kayo sa show eh. So paano ako? Mag-iisa lang ako dito. Well,
that is true.
Technically, I am. But I mean, if you guys get sick, and then
wala talaga.
Hindi. Tapos nahawa mo si Mrs. and then your kids, and wala rin. And I have to be mindful of that. You know, I just can't go out. But so far, I tested kanina. Okay. Tapos may event later. Magta-test ulit ako. You know, it's Thursday. So Dynasty happens tonight. Once again.
Oh, Dynasty. See, and that's the great thing about it is that hanging around, say, Tony, Sam, Gino, is that okay? We know that. Okay, we can test ourselves. Okay, and I'll trust you guys to say that. Oh, I'm negative.
I don't know about Gino, Slick. I don't know.
Because you know the repercussions.
Gino, may duda ako eh. Ayan, pumasok na si Gino. Medyo.
Boy duda.
Let's see where he's.
Oh, Mr. Bios. You see, Mr. Bios, darating na eh. How was the race, Gino?
Boy Bios.
Kamustang race?
I'm sorry, what?
Ayok, pare.
Sorry, what?
Dati BI bad influence, ngayon BI boy isolation. Pare BI yan. Ano yung BI? Bad influence, di. Pare boy isolation yan.
How was the race today, Gino?
The race from Makati Med to here? Oh, it was great.
Wala ba?
Wala. Kasama ko, pare. Ano ba? Relax.
Sakto. Easy.
Relax. Kasama natin.
Nasa bahay na siya. Alam ko nasa bahay na siya.
Oh, naman.
Kasi yun ano yung background niya, medyo
real.
Yeah.
Inon ko lang yung ilaw. Hindi friends hapon ako.
Parang kami ni Tones sa Shik last Monday. Magkasama lang.
Ayok ka.
Damay na.
Damay to, pare.
I'm going down. We're all going down.
Let me ask you guys this, since there's more women that listen to the show, and it was actually brought up during Slick's birthday. At the tail end of our conversation, I don't think Slick will remember this. Obviously, he was inebriated with alcohol, and he was already pointing left and right.
He was happy.
Like he was he was
happy.
He was like a dictator.
But it's actually good always seeing Slick like that because he's very reserved.
Oh no! He's always reserved.
May crossing point yung stick na para masaya na to.
Masaya. Last time I saw,
let's go.
Let's go. The last time I saw him like that was his wedding night, and then Tuesday night. That was it. That was it.
Last Tuesday, with the Adidas peeps, he was also in his happy mode.
No, but he wasn't talking like he was like running for presidency.
Correct.
So the girl asked, our friend Nikki asked, so okay yung bro code niya eh. And I know each and every one of us has different barkadas, but we've been probably in terms of bros and hanging out and working together collectively as colleagues for who knows. But in your group, Gino,
Yeah.
what does your bro code? Ano bang what's the rules? What are the rules that you set?
Yung rules namin, and our wives know this, is we'll just be honest no matter what. Walang bro code, bro code. Yun yung rules namin. Na parang, kung gago ka sa boyfriend, edi gago ka sa boyfriend, sasabihin namin yan. Yan ang bro code namin. True to the narrative.
Kaya mo yan. Ayun. Kaya mo yan.
Yan ang usapan namin kasi at the end of the day, we want the best for whether you're a boy or a girl. That's the true bro code, bro. We don't cover for anyone. We don't cover for anyone.
Kaya pumasok ka sa boys night out kasi olats kami. Sam, in high school, college, sa grupo nyo, sa mga, all your groomsmen, did you guys have a bro code when you were still in Ateneo? When you were the lube legals?
Actually, wala. And actually, we had there was a bit of a fight in our high school barkada kasi nga one person hindi actually nilagay sila. Okay, ito yung story. Isang guy, nakilala mo, kilala rin ni Slick, no? I'm not sure, Gina, if you remember, but he was at the wedding. No?
Okay.
He was making porma this one girl. Hindi naman naging sila. Pinormahan niya, parang. The works, ligaw. The moves. Did not work out. So, okay lang. Di ba na-busted? Sige. After 6 months, another one of my classmates, pinormahan yung same girl.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure kung that counts as bro code, but until now, they haven't spoken.
Wow! Wait. High school yun?
Yeah. Started in high school.
Yeah, that's very...
Malala yun, malala. I mean, I don't know, I have a different view on things.
Yung second guy na pumorma, naging sila ng girl.
Yes.
I think that makes it masakit kasi. Kasi feeling ko...
They eventually broke up, pero naging sila. Yeah, naging sila.
Pero feeling ko kasi there's also something na parang, kunwari na busted din tong guy na to. Parang, to some degree, feeling ko meron pa yung parang, uy pare, pareho tayo na busted. Let's go, high five, di ba? Pero it makes it extra.
Para kami ni Slick pag nandyan si Ton. So.
Ay, ano ba?
Parang na pare.
High five.
Uwi na tayo Slick. Kaya tayo papala dito.
Foul.
And let's go to Burger King.
Parang Slick, drive through na tayo Slick.
Pero di ba, I think there's something there because you know, whether or not you want to admit it, feeling ko it's also your ego na parang...
Yeah, that's all it is,
parang,
actually. That's what it is.
I can't believe na you went for the girl that I went for. Pero deep down inside, it's more of like, teka, bakit ikaw sinagot niya tapos ako hindi?
Tapos all the other friends are gonna be talking. It's like, uy, di ba?
Well,
I thought you were going out with her.
My thinking with that, Gino, and it's different for other guys, obviously, but my thinking with that in particular is I always look at it as I don't own this person. I will never own this person.
Of course.
And it's all fair game until I'm married. And if my wife and I or my fiance wants to have an open relationship, then we'll talk about it. But until then, if she's not my wife, it's really pretty much fair game because it always takes two to tango. And the world is so huge to fight over one person. I mean, there's 7.7 billion people and there's going to be 10 billion people.
Pare, you can only speak because you're Tony. Pare, ang daming babae. Para sa amin, limited ng selection.
Oy!
Pare.
No. This goes for everyone.
I think it's easier. It's always easy naman to say that when you're not emotionally involved. Alam mo, it's easy to be objective. It's easy to think outside of the box when you're not in the box. If you're not in the situation. And you know, all this... No. We're more, you know, kumbaga parang this whole idea of... all is fair in love and war. That's easy when you're not in love with somebody. What messes it up is when you have emotional attachments with a person, diba? I mean, that messes everything up.
Well,
like in the sense that you're not thinking
Actually,
logically anymore.
no.
You become possessive. You become
but actually, it was put to test, Gino. And my version of love is if you really love them, give them the freedom. And this was put to test, actually, Gino.
yeah.
So, Sam and I, you had this bar in Makati before. It's no longer there. Oh, it's back there. It's a back end running again, but we're not a part of it. But, so we used to hold Monday nights.
Yeah.
And the girl I was talking to,
Ano to, bro?
You know-
Ponti ba to? Ponti?
no.
Hindi ka ulit part of Ponti, ah.
Hindi Ponti.
Pero marami tayo na ano dyan, na kilala. Tayo na naman.
Ano mo balita ko mga Ateneo, matinik talaga sa Ponti.
Ako po,
Parang
ako
ano
po.
yan eh, stamping ground ng Atenista yan.
Self-incriminating si Sam eh. Anyway, so the girl I was talking to at that time, obviously things didn't work out, and so she decided to bring the new guy, and that's fine. You know what I mean? And it was like PDA
Galore.
extreme. We're talking extreme. We're talking about grinding, grabbing.
Hindi ba pag naghalikan sila yung dila lang nila nakikita mo gumagano
It wasn't momol. It wasn't nibbling. It was straight momox, like extreme.
Ito yung parang sabi ko kasi dati, pare, hayop si Tones, tinorid.
And
Tinorid, bro.
and the guys know that I'm not very much PDA. I don't actually engage in any
Unless
kind of,
mainit. Kung mainit, lalaban.
Yeah.
which is rare for me. Really
rare. It's
really
it
rare.
happens all the time that they're that hot.
Out of 10 girls you dated, siguro mga tatlo lang yung mga medyo...
I would never, as much as I go out, Gino, you'll never actually catch me unless I'm actually forced to or dared. If you're daring me, I've done it. I know there's a video out there.
That's true. Tama. Agree.
If I'm not dared, I don't need to show people that I'm doing this in public. There's no need to do that for me, in my case, especially in the profession that we're in. It's better to just
Keep it on the down low.
And so we go into this bar and it was every Monday. So just imagine every Monday, nag-ano sila, laplapan, and I was like,
Tagal ko na di narinig yun lapan tayo.
And then at that time, Jojo was still alive with us. And
Boy pa rin si Jojo.
no, live on the show. And Boss, I remember Boss coming and whispering, do you want to go? Alis na tayo. I'm like, no. I mean, that was probably the biggest test of how mature I would take things. Because like you said, when you're finally in that moment and put the test, you will see who runs you, your emotions, or are you a person of, okay, you bite the bullet.
Yeah.
And
you take that higher road.
Doon tayo nagkaiba. Kasi nung college ako, nakita ko yung ex ko. So, same party, house party. Gusto yung mga house party kami. Tapos, dating ako doon, nakaporma ako. Tapos parang feeling good. Kasi, okay, break na tayo. Pero okay lang, may mga chicks din naman ako.
Yeah.
Nakita ko yung ex ko. Okay lang. Sige, carry. Tapos nakita ko, dumating yung boyfriend niya. Tapos nag-grind. So sabi ko, ay, putz.
Ay, di. Taon yan.
Pinipigil pa. First year college pa rin.
Saka malaman yung tugtugan nun, yung baby when we're grinding.
Yun na nga.
Tapos habang nag-grind sila, tumitingin pa sa'yo, parang, ano.
Oo. Yung ganun yung tingin niyo para ano bro? Ano meron dito? Wala ba?
Kaya mo to?
Binura na kita. Kumbaga ganun wala. You are pala distant memory. Ari. Noong una cool pa ako eh.
Kaya ba to ng pipino mo?
Noong una cool pa ako eh. Parang kaya natin yan. Wala na. Nung sumipa na yung alak. Ayan na. Lumabas na yung tunay na ba?
Actually, that's not your true self, obviously.
Yung music from mga baby when we're naging Linkin Park. Sa one step closer Push it to the edge! And I'm about to break! Push yung mga upaw-upaw boys.
Hindi, tsaka usually pag si DJ Mars, tsaka si DJ, susunod sa Baby When We're Grinding, yung yung yipi-yahay.
Wanna bump your body,
parang di ko pa maintindihan yung lyrics dati. Alam ko lang, yipi-yahay. Yipi-yahay, gumagano lang ako. Baby.
Those, yeah, see? Then your emotions take over, and then once
I honestly think that's it. Tones, you're one of the few who can do that, who can really be calm and collected when somebody you used to love or you're still in love with is like freaking macking out in front of you with another dude.
Yeah, I think it's just a choice, Jeans. I think you're all capable of it. It's just a matter of
for sure. We're not bitter men.
Yeah, who's gonna
we're just bitter.
Yeah.
Doon ako sa
ba? Do we let do we act on compulsiveness or the higher route? So it's just a matter of choice.
Siyempre compulsiveness.
Exactly, Sam.
No, Sam.
Wait, Tones.
We're trying to mentor these young boys listening to the show.
Sorry.
To choose the higher path.
Pero style din kasi yan, Tones. Kasi ito nga. So, di ba, ito yung girl na to.
Okay.
Tapos nakita niya na nag-aamok ako doon kasama yung barkada ko. Tapos paano sa pinapansin. At dahil nakita niya na nag-aamok ako na gano'n, tinawagan niya ako after nung party na parang, hey, I'm really sorry about what happened.
Shit.
And I'm like,
shit ka, girl. Shit ka.
And I'm like, yo, but you really affected me. I thought, tapos here you are, like, you're making out with some dude. Ayun, nag-break sila 2 months later, tapos bumalik sa akin.
Ayun tayo.
Use your emotions, bro.
I don't know. I think I've always just tried to just obviously after high school. High school, I never got into anything like that in high school. But I mean, I think it's
so even in high school you were already like no relationships. That's just
it's because it's just really his mindset is that he I guess at his young age he already set the pace that okay, I'm gonna be cool because there's so many women that I have to please. So.
No, my mindset.
I lose one.
No, obviously I was a bit like Gino, but not as like war freak and want to fight.
Di naman ako pag-upakan.
Yeah. No, but inside.
Implosion lang.
Implosion. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm not saying to not feel, to not, not recognize what's going on inside, but I think it was more of hindi worth my energy to makipag-away and if you choose to leave, then as we've said years ago, don't chase, just replace.
No.
And so I've always used that as okay, you know what I mean? You were just for a certain period, for a certain time, let's just both go our own way. And if we happen to find in a crossroads that it
somewhere down the road, and it doesn't need to lead to violence, it doesn't lead to anger, and we'll end up meeting up with each other in the future. And if we do, then hey, I know.
Yan kasi yung whole concept ng emo, di ba? Like yung parang pag nakita mo yung girlfriend mo na pag-momol dyan, kuha ka ng black na eyeshadow, lagyan mo dito, tapos kumanta ka, when I was a young boy. But that's para sabihin, oh my God, he's so emotional. He's so in touch with his feelings. Here he goes.
I'm not going to say I'm not going to say I was never. I'm not going to say I was never in touch with my feelings. I mean, I think the farthest I went in terms of showing any kind of emotion was making a mixtape. Remember those mixtapes that you would record and then
yung version namin yan, Nero, CD burner.
Okay, Nero, LimeWire, Napster.
Napster!
Diba?
Sinuti. Diba? Sinuti binaliktad na iTunes. Diba? Sinuti.
Oh my gosh. So that was probably in terms of okay, you know what? I'm gonna show some affection by making a mixtape of all slow songs. That's probably
as far as you went.
Yeah, in terms of really going out of my way. But now here in the Philippines, it's more of obviously with how we are in this show. I think it's in the character is it's just chill. I'm like Gino said that I'm not emotionally invested, so it makes it a bit more easier as opposed to obviously Gino, he's all in, diba? I think when you're all in, there's some kind of obviously you kind of want a give and take. Diba?
Oh, pero
some expectation eh.
We don't learn that kasi it's and you know how when you're in high school and your emotions are just all over the place, like it's all the different hormones.
You know who I blame, or you know why I'm like this? I think it was because when I was what 15, 16, I was talking to an older woman. I think that is what how my foundation,
it molded
the
you
blueprint. She was basically coming from a broken family, so she had to fend for. She was like the black sheep of the family, or the not the black sheep. Well, black sheep and the breadwinner at the same time. So she was working last year of high school, going to college, had her own car, had her own place, but her mom was in and out of the house. So for me, it was that was like the whole experience of learning from her and just seeing. And when you're like that age, when you're still a teenager, you think you can run things. You think you know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And it's now that you live on your own and you know independence is a price to pay. But when you're younger, akala mo kaya mo eh. And you will fight and do everything.
Alam mo yung pag ganong age ka, akala mo ang swabe-swabe mo na. So, ang feeling mo, ang ganda ng mga text messages mo, yung mga sinusulat mo sa blog mo para basahin nila, tapos feeling mo para napaka-romantic guy mo. Tapos pag binasa mo as you get older, you're like, shit!
Did you guys...
What a loser!
You guys are married, right? So I don't think you should... You could or you could not keep all your letters from
you
the
can.
past?
Of course you can. You can.
Okay, yeah.
It's not an issue.
I have all my letters from high school till probably
naka-tablet form ba to?
Hindi.
Naka-Kindle.
It's amazing that
naka-papyrus.
Remember that paper game? I don't know if you guys had that here in the Philippines.
Pag magbabasa ng letter.
I don't know.
Wait, let me bring out my Rosetta Stone. Wait lang.
I don't know if you guys did you guys have that here in high school in here in the Philippines, where the girl would make this paper where you put your fingertips and your thumb into this. It was like a paper,
like a flower thing.
Flower, and then pick a number 1, 2, 3, 4, and then
open left.
Pick a color, and then R, and you pick red, RED, and then you lift whatever color that was or number, and it has like a bunch of sayings or meanings and whatnot. I don't think the kids play that anymore.
Ako, dinadaya ko yun.
So cool.
You're looking at your crush.
Hanip!
Naano ba lang din?
Di ba?
Okay na tayo, pare.
Pick a number. Oh, Sam, pick a number. 3.
Di ba favorite mo? Pero sa ilalim, pare-pareho nakasulat.
Planted na. Alam mo yun. Ay, nako. But yeah, we had that here. And I mean, outside of that, we had like the whole flames thing. And,
what was the flames?
Friends, lovers. What was the A for? Because M is marriage, acquaintance, marriage or married, enemies, and then S was it sex? I don't think it was sex. It's probably something else.
Maybe it was sex.
Sex, love, kill? Sex, marry, kill?
No.
Oh, that's a different one.
Marry, kill.
Oh.
Binadaya ko rin yun.
If there's any way, might as well.
Pero siyempre, may tatlo doon. Okay eh. Baka sakali yung...
Wala tayong kill dyan.
Wala tayong kill dyan. Sino madalawa lang. Yan tayo eh. Para-para.
You know, I think what we never had here was the whole 7 minutes in heaven.
Naglaro kami ng soiree.
Talaga, meron kayo nandito? Wow.
Pero mild eh. Never siya nag-wild. Kung ngayon may pagawa sa akin yun.
Hindi ko yung ngayon, yari.
Ay, may asawa na ako eh.
Wala
5 minutes, walang mali siya.
But you do have spin the bottle here, so it's almost.
Yeah,
it's
but I think spin the bottle for me came around college na, not so much high school. Medyo conservative.
Yeah, because
at least at that time, medyo pabebe pa ng high school.
Yeah, because I don't think in high school people would go into the closet and make out, di ba? During that time, I think now because of
apparently
Netflix, Hulu, HBO Go,
stuff.
You know, you're watching all these shows. But if we had those shows...
Hindi na nga kailangan ng cabinet tones minsan.
Diretso na.
Oo. kahit sa labas ng pintuan ko eh.
Oo, pwede na. Pwede na eh. Laban na eh.
Diba? Inaayos ka pa yung CCTV ng security.
Diba? Takbo mo yung CCTV. Taas sa CCTV. Okay lang. Game na to. Game na to. Kaya na to.
Oh my goodness. All right, 6:16. Let's take a quick break and come right back with more Boys Night. We got the news. Headlines.
Hey, say what's up to TJ and his friends. TJ Ataide and his friends. They're learning a lot from Boys Night Out.
Okay. We might want to change our tone.
No. Keep going, he says.
No.
Learn from Uncle Tones.
He's got to learn. TJ's got to learn.
Uncle Tones got you.
You gotta learn from the T-Train.
Pero matinik din yung tatay niya.
Yun lang eh.
Matinik din yung tatay.
Mababay pa yung airpop. Nahihimik eh.
Oh my goodness. All right, come back with more of B&O.
Magic 89.9. We make your day happier.
Magic 89.9.
The Magic brings you closer to the biggest artists. Coldplay with Coca-Cola.
Fill up with Vitamilk.
Dapat all out like this.
Fill up with Vitamilk. So many nutrients, more than 20. With B vitamins and protein. Now yummy. That feels good. So
Vitamilk feels good with 20 plus vitamins and nutrients para all out sa life. Vitamilk.
Devon Smart Quantum 4K TV has quantum dot technology that gives accurate and vibrant true-to-life colors, making every image as real as it gets. Get a free soundbar for selected Devon big screen TVs. Promo available from June 1 to August 31, 2020. JTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 142309, series of 2022.
Own your Devon TV today. Enjoy blockbuster movie nights at home with your own Devon Smart Quantum 4K TV with free soundbar. Visit DevonTV.com for more details.
강혜선 스포커 동일해요. 한국인 살인 사건으로 인터폴도 쫓고 있더라고요.
Your favorites, Don Lee and Suku-san from Featured Films, Train to Busan, Marvel Studios, Eternals, and Netflix's My Liberation Notes.
네가 강혜성이냐?
Star in this year's most talked about action comedy, surpassing the film Parasite with 10 million moviegoers. About a detective and his mission to unravel a web of mysterious crimes as he follows a fugitive that's fled to Vietnam. The Roundup in theaters now.
Broadcasting live.
Broadcasting live
Across the Philippines and around the planet. This is the world famous Magic 89.9. AGIC. Home of today's best music. Today's best music.
The best music that ever.
The best music ever.
on air, online, and on ground.
Are you ready? The black and yellow microphone is on.
Today's best music. Magic 89.9.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package.
The nicest of
the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday.
24 hours of yesterday's hits today.
Friday Madness. Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Broadcasting live.
Broadcasting live
Across the Philippines and around the planet. This is the world famous Magic 89.9. AGIC. Home of today's best music.
music. Magic 89.9. We make your day happier.
Magic 89.9.
The Magic brings you closer to the biggest artists. Coldplay, Kanye West, Dua Lipa, Bruno Mars, Harry Styles, Chainsmokers, and more.
Somebody scream!
We bring you to where it's happening. We are Magic 89.9. From our homes to around the world, this is Magic
89.9. Amazing. The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
The seats you want for the movies you love.
This is Sparta!
Action. Right. I am Iron Man. Drama.
She was more real to me than anything I've ever known.
Suspense.
Horror.
Need you to call 911.
It doesn't end here!
Comedy.
Are you hurt?
Yeah, not since I was 10.
Free passes and easy access to the big screen. Every day.
How did you burn?
Be the first to watch the greatest movies on planet Earth.
Today's blockbuster is on the Magic.
This is RBO, your radio box office station.
Stop the virus, not the music.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart.
A new vibe.
Just hit me with the truth.
A new energy.
You have the time.
A new Friday Madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package.
The nicest of
The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday.
24 hours of yesterday's hits today.
Friday Madness.
Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
My lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Broadcasting live.
Broadcasting live.
Across the Philippines and around the planet. This is the world famous Magic 89.9. MAGIC. Home of today's best music. Today's best music.
The best music ever.
The best music ever.
On air, online, and on ground.
Are you ready? The black and yellow microphone is on.
Today's best music. Magic 89.9. We make your day happier.
Magic 89.9.
The Magic brings you closer to the biggest artists. Coldplay, Kanye West, Dua Lipa, Bruno Mars, Harry Styles, Chainsmokers, and more.
Somebody scream!
We bring you to where it's happening. We are Magic 89.9. From our homes to around the world, this is Magic
89.9. Amazing. The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
The seats you want for the movies you love.
This is Sparta!
Action. Right. I am Iron Man. Drama.
She was more real to me than anything I've ever known.
Suspense.
Don't push the button. Don't.
Horror.
Need you to call 911.
It doesn't end here!
Comedy.
Are you hurt?
Yeah, not since I was 10.
Free passes and easy access to the big screen. Every day.
How did you burn?
Be the first to watch the greatest movies on planet Earth.
Today's blockbuster is on the Magic.
This is RBO, your radio box office station.
Stop the virus, not the music.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart.
A new vibe.
Just hit me with the truth.
A new energy.
Do you have the time?
A new Friday madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package.
The nicest of
the
the
nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday.
24 hours of yesterday's hits today.
Friday Madness.
Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
My lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly. Sugar, baby.
Broadcasting live.
Broadcasting live.
Across the Philippines and around the planet. This is the world famous Magic 89.9. Home of today's best music. Today's best music.
The best music on earth.
The best music ever.
On air, online, and on the ground.
Are you ready? The black and yellow microphone is on.
Today's best music. Magic 89.9. We make your day happier.
Magic 89.9.
The Magic brings you closer to the biggest artists. Coldplay, Kanye West, Dua Lipa, Bruno Mars, Harry Styles, Chainsmokers, and more.
Somebody scream!
We bring you to where it's happening. We are Magic 89.9. From our homes to around the world, this is Magic
89.9. Amazing. The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
The seats you want for the movies you love.
This is Sparta!
Action. Right.
I am Iron Man.
Drama.
She was more real to me than anything I've ever known.
Suspense.
Horror.
Horror.
You to call 911. It doesn't end here.
Comedy.
Are you hurt?
Yeah, not since I was 10.
Free passes and easy access to the big screen. Every day.
How did you burn?
Be the first to watch the greatest movies on planet Earth.
Today's blockbuster is on the Magic.
This is RBO, your radio box office station.
Stop the virus, not the music.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart.
A new vibe.
Just hit me with the truth.
A new energy.
Do you have the time?
A new Friday madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package.
The nicest of
the
the
nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday.
24 hours of yesterday's hits today.
Friday Madness.
Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
My lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly. Sugar, baby.
Broadcasting live.
Broadcasting live.
Across the Philippines and around the planet. This is the world famous Magic 89.9. Home of today's best music. Today's best music.
The best music on earth.
Your
ticket to world-class entertainment. Visit hisense.com.ph for more details.
Sa pag-aalaga ng iba, huwag kalimutan ang sarili. Para sure, mag-Wilkins Pure. Quality water with global standards because you're always worth a Wilkins. Processed following the Coca-Cola Company global standards. Kapag pagod sa OT, alagaan ang sarili with Wilkins Pure.
강혜선 스포츠가 동일해요. 한국인 살인사건으로 인터폴도 쫓고 있더라고요.
Your favorites, Don Lee and Suku-san from featured films, Train to Busan, Marvel Studios' Eternals, and Netflix's My Liberation Notes. Star in this year's most talked about action comedy, surpassing the film Parasite with 10 million moviegoers. About a detective and his mission to unravel a web of mysterious crimes as he follows a fugitive that's fled to Vietnam. The Roundup in theaters now.
Boys Night Out.
Today's best music. Boys Night Out. Magic.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
The seats you want for the movies you love.
This is Sparta!
Action. Right.
I am Iron Man.
Drama.
She was more real to me than anything I've ever known.
Suspense.
Horror.
Need you to call 911. It doesn't end here. Comedy.
Are you hurt? Yeah, not since I was 10.
Free passes and easy access to the big screen. Every day.
How did you burn?
Be the first to watch the greatest movies on planet Earth.
Today's blockbuster is on the Magic.
This is RBO, your radio box office station.
Stop the virus, not the music.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no time.
A new sound.
Even in my heart,
A new vibe.
just hit me with the truth.
A new energy.
Do you have the time?
A new Friday Madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now. In a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday.
24 hours of yesterday's hits today.
Friday Madness. Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Broadcasting live.
Broadcasting live
Across the Philippines and around the planet. This is the world famous Magic 89.9. MAGIC. Home of today's best music. Today's best music.
The best music today.
The best music ever.
on air, online, and on ground.
Are you ready? The black and yellow microphone is on.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. We make your day happier.
Magic 89.9.
The Magic brings you closer to the biggest artists. Coldplay, Kanye West, Dua Lipa, Bruno Mars, Harry Styles, Chainsmokers, and more.
Somebody scream!
We bring you to where it's happening. We are Magic 89.9. From our homes to around the world, this is Magic
89.9. Amazing. The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
The seats you want for the movies you love.
This is Sparta!
Action. Right.
I am Iron Man.
Drama.
You heard?
Yeah, not since I was 10.
Free passes and easy access to the big screen. Every day.
How did you burn?
Be the first to watch the greatest movies on planet Earth.
Today's blockbuster is on the Magic.
This is RBO, your radio box office station.
Stop the virus, not the music.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart,
A new vibe.
just hit me with the
A new energy.
Do you have the time?
A new Friday Madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday.
24 hours of yesterday's hits today.
Friday Madness.
Here we go with the new.
Did not remember the headline. Now, I know there's a lot of people that collect stuff, and you have those quirky things that you always like to keep. Now, this Italian man has amassed a collection of 12,402 different Pepsi cans.
Wow.
Now, he is the owner of the world's largest collection of Pepsi cans. Broke his own Guinness record when his current total is 12,402 different cans. Now, Christian Cavaletti originally earned the record back in 2004 with his first collection of 4,391. But he upped his total to 12,402 cans.
Wow.
Look at that, man. It's crazy. He's like, you know what? He goes all around the world, and he has people from different countries that send him cans too.
Parang si Tones lang, pero chicks imbis na Pepsi cans, di ba? Parang 12,400.
I wish, bro. I wish.
Pero that's not a good year, ah.
No, good. It's 1 year. One
year worth.
Tapos ganun din, pagpunta niya na ibang bansa, may mga parang, Tones, ito okay to sa'yo. Papasa rin.
Pasok. Yun. So, congratulations to him.
I wonder if he's the type of collector na parang ininom niya ba yung Pepsi o nakatago lang doon yung 12,000?
Tago lang.
Original.
Unopened.
I know one guy that has the total opposite. So he's got like bottles from like when Coca-Cola, like mga vintage. You know,
Right,
the
yeah.
old, and then the mini ones, and it's in his bar. And so when you enter his house, you go by the bar, and it's ceiling to floor.
Yeah. Like
Mga collector.
Oh. And actually, I'll send it to the group. I took a photo of it. I was like, yo, how long have you been collecting this? Oh, shoot. I can't even enter my storage full. Sorry, guys.
Oh, by the way, Tony, everyone's asking about last Tuesday's Kilikili check.
Oh.
Ayun.
Pa-forward lang.
How do I...
Pa-forward lang.
I think I have to delete.
So we can put it on our Boys Night Out.
Ito ba yung nag-dual COVID check si Tones? Iba pa to?
No. Iba to. This is the newest one. The newest one.
Ayun.
That was last week's, Gino. You know,
Ikaw ba, Slick? Dahil birthday mo, nag-COVID check ka rin ba?
Yeah. Naku po. Wag tayo dyan, boy.
But
Malaki ganyan.
But ang lapit niya sa person of baha.
Kumbaga ito yung medyo
Personal of interest.
Check ba?
Check lang ng check.
Saying what's up to our friends from Casa Bernas. They sent, I think, some kuchinta to the station.
Oh, wow.
I love puto kuchinta. That's the best combo.
Putot kutsinta. Putot kutsinta.
Yeah.
Say that faster.
I would rather not.
But
Kasi
also,
diba, it's puto at kutsinta. So technically, pag sinortin mo yung puto at, ano yung lalabas, diba? Putot.
Kudos. Saying what's up to Boss I Do driving around his Subaru XV. The reason why is because it's raining and he wants to test out the eyesight technology. Iba si Boss.
Papi, nakita ko yan. Medyo matindi tong si Papi Boss I Do kasi of course the Subaru is readily available at your favorite Subaru showrooms. Yung kulay, meron na gusto mo. And sobrang affordable because you can take it home for 269,000 pesos down payment or just 20,710 monthly.
Yun. And of course, not only that, he enjoys the active cruise control. So you know how the boss is. He likes to ride around like a boss. So that's why he's going around his Subaru XV. Once again, congratulations, DJ James Payne.
Oo. Pasakay naman. Pa-experience naman na Subaru XV.
By the way, speaking of collections and everything, ToyCon is happening tomorrow. You might want to check it out. This is a 2022 ToyCon. Friends over at Smart are going to be having a booth there. As you probably already know, Smart collaborated with Quicks, and so they've got a bunch of stuff going on there. I'll actually be there
for sale or just for show?
May for sale, may mga for show din. So yeah.
But you're gonna be in Clark, right? You have a race tomorrow.
Hindi pa tomorrow, bro.
Hindi ba? Di ba
lang ako bukas.
Sabi ko, he calls every Friday till November.
Alam ko, napapadalas eh.
Weekend after, doon ako sa Clark.
Stretching ba?
I told calls every Friday till Monday. Till November.
Thank you.
So just
mo ba naniwala sa sayo?
just leave the house Friday first thing in the morning para hindi ako sumabit eh.
Kawawa ka naman, di ba?
Just leave lang.
Wala lang pupuntahan, no? Yan. So yeah, there's gonna, like, if you want to learn about NFTs and everything,
uso ngayon yan, papi. NFT.
That's gonna be there too. Like, they've got like an NFT 101 kind of thing going on.
So where's this?
You want to get into it?
Where's this happening?
It is in somewhere in Mall of Asia. Wait, let me check.
So
baka SMX or something.
Pili ko nga SMX eh.
Yeah, I don't think they'd have it in the mall of Mall.
Baka umulan eh.
Ay, sorry. Bobo, mali ko. My bad. It's in Mega Trade Hall. SM Mega Mall. Medyo
His foul.
That's my bad.
So Mega Mall, okay, not mall. So Mega Mall.
Mega Trade Hall, SM Mega Mall, that's happening from July 8 to 10. Again, Mega Trade Hall, SM Mega Mall, Mandaluyong City. That's ToyCon PH. It's happening tomorrow.
Pwede. So NFTs, toys. Is it mandatory?
I'm sure may mga
cosplayers usually?
Siguro ng mga
yan. Ano natin? Gusto natin.
Meron ako nakita yesterday eh. Tinatanong ko eh.
Sino?
Hindi ko, I can't remember her name, but it was so loud. But she was dressed up in, I don't know what character that was, but she had the white boots, tartan skirt, really skimpy skirt.
A tartan skirt?
Yeah, tartan. You know the tartan, like the...
What's a tartan skirt? What's tartan?
So tartan is the fabric...
Like some fashion forward...
The fabric like the all-girl schools in... Like the Ireland...
Parang plaid.
Tartan. So tartan, yeah. So...
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. And then she had like a vest, and she just felt like... And I was like, you must be a streamer. She was like, I'm a cosplayer. But I came from... a party, and so
Dumiretso na.
Yeah, and then I didn't bother, and she's like, "Oh, where's Gino?"
Saan to, Tones? Saan to nangyari?
Sa Fort. Sa Fort to. Sa Fort.
I noticed the hesitation there for a split second.
Sa Fort. Sa Fort. But she knew you were into the whole, gaming and streaming, streaking.
Streaking.
We're going streaking.
Son, if we get enough alcohol in the system, yeah, sure, streaking. Why the hell not?
So I didn't bother asking any more questions. I was like, he's in Clark for the race.
Wow, thanks, Stones. Appreciate it.
Busy, sir.
Oh yeah. What am I supposed to say, Gino, next time? What do I say when a girl asks, where's Gino?
Bro, if you want, you can say, he's with his wife. Okay lang.
Okay lang. But isolated.
Yeah.
Okay. Isolated.
It's an isolated incident.
Isolated case.
I know. But yeah, for sure, man. May mga cosplayer yan, I'm sure. Like, any Toy-Con, any Pop-Con, any Comic-Con, or yeah, you'll probably have some
Basta any content.
Interesting cosplayers.
Someone's asking, we didn't get to finish Slick Rick's bro code. May nagtatanong si Ryan. Ryan. I know. Well, Slick grew up in the States, so I think his bro code will be different. Obviously, he was much younger.
Yeah. So it would probably just be the same, but I think for my friends and also I guess for us here, like when we were single, is that we all had different types. We never... Honestly, I don't think we've ever overlapped.
Feeling ko magkabangga na tayo, Slick eh. Feeling ko tayo medyo...
for sure. For sure. Definitely. You both...
Nakikita ko yung mga nilalike kong photo sa Instagram, naka-like na eh.
No, we don't see Slick na. Slick has like...
Alam mo pag gising ko 7 a.m. parang
nandun na, di ba?
Bam! Naka-like na agad.
Naka-like na si sir.
Early morning, sir. Early morning duties.
Checking in, sir.
Grabe.
Yes. So for that, I guess it's just I've had that. It's just been easy. It's because we haven't like the same girl. So that's about it.
Pero paano ko ganito? Okay, let me present you guys with a hypothetical and try to answer it as honestly as possible. Let's just say na kunwari parang any one of the guys here. Let's say kunwari ako, may dinate ako. Sabihin natin single tayo lahat. May dinate lang hindi naging kami. Date lang, pero alam mo nagka-feelings ako, pero hindi nagkatuluyan. Tapos sige, sabihin natin 8 months from now, you're in a situation where like you know what's gonna happen. You know where it's gonna lead to.
Okay.
Would you play along with it, or would you actively like, oh no, I can't.
Well, Gino, let me first answer. Because as I started the show, I said life is short. The average Filipino lives around 68 to 75 years old.
Okay.
Diba? We're 30 now. So we got a good 40 years left.
Yeah.
You take every opportunity. But I would inform you na, if I had known that you had dated or I did not know. I did not know.
You know. Like let's say you know.
Magtitimbre muna ako and I would see, I would gauge.
Okay.
I would,
sorry, I'm gonna make it a little bit more interesting. Sabihin na lang natin na napunta kayo sa bahay mo somehow or whatever, somebody else's condo or whatever.
Okay.
Tas literal, yung blindside ka, naghubad siya sa harap mo.
Okay. So I would FaceTime you. Magpa-FaceTime ako agad-agad. And I will show you.
Tignan mo to.
Gino.
Tignan mo to. Okay ba to?
Remember this?
Gino, is it okay? And then if you said no, bro, or I sense in your voice na
para napilitan lang.
May reservation.
Go lang, bro.
May reservation. I would get up and I'd kindly decline. I would kindly decline.
Ganun dapat.
Do you think I'm weak? Do you think I'm weak like Sam and Slick?
No. Wow! Yun. Natira pa kayong dalawa.
You know, honestly, that is true though. That is true.
Si
sabihin natin sobrang
Slick pinamarupok and then Sam Sam and then Slick. Yeah, ganyan.
Ako ay turn down gangbang. Alam mo yan to. Alam mo yan, pare. Tayo naman.
That wasn't even the question.
If it's the one-on-one.
That's not even the scenario, Sam.
But if it's the one-on-one.
Okay, Sam.
Would you turn it down? Well, me being honestly, you know what? I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Ako depende.
I wouldn't have the same self-control.
Ano ko sobrang hot talaga, diba? Tapos yun literal naghubad na sa sarap mo, tapos sabihin niya sa'yo parang, yo, let's go, take me. Tapos nakainom ka pa, so medyo hindi ka na rin, prime in the sense of, mindset and whatever.
May asawa ka na? Gino, may asawa ka na or wala pa?
Hindi, sabihin na natin na we're all still single, but, hindi, sabihin natin we're all still single.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. If that was the case, I would text you to come over to the address without telling you why.
He's like, surprise! Surprise!
I've always enjoyed the Eiffel Tower, or London Bridge. So I would let you go first.
Ito na.
Gentleman. He's a true gentleman.
Let's level up the hypothetical. let's just say this happens again.
Baka nangyari na to, Gino, ha? Hindi mo lang sinasabi
Kaya nga, para yung mga situation mo.
Gino to, Gino. I wanna find out kasi. Diba? Para, kasi gusto, ito and I won't judge at all. If that happened, and then there's a 0% possibility that I would ever find out about it, and you are 100% sure that she wouldn't tell anyone about it, would you go?
Oo naman.
Diba? Oo.
No.
Malabang.
No.
I mean, you're emotionally involved. You're emotionally invested.
No. Like I was.
You
Not
was.
anymore.
You know, if I knew you were emotionally invested, hindi. Because I many times, all the exes of Slick and Sam have talked to me, and I always say, you know what?
Gusto lang mo sa sayo.
Hindi naman. Hindi naman.
Tones, baka pwede ikaw naman.
But
heard so much about you.
But you know how some guys are very stealth. You know what I mean? Like they can, cry shoulder to cry on. You know, but I would never take advantage of that situation, especially if emotion. Even tapos like years. Nah, I don't think I would. I'd rather just, you know what? I don't mind them, you guys, actor, like I don't mind that. You know, okay lang sa akin. I don't mind actually.
Umeski mo.
Yeah, I don't mind being. We're brothers anyway, so sharing is caring for me. I've always felt that, equal opportunity for everyone.
Nice.
I've never felt that it was. I think my ego's in check to that point. But if she was never to find out and never tell you, I'd still have reservations knowing that you felt a certain way, because I think
because it's something that you would have to deal with.
I always feel that the truth comes out either way.
No matter what. Yeah.
No matter what. And like I said, the world is too small to just argue over one person. Parang ayoko. Okay na yun. I mean, if you're still if you were emotionally invested, obviously.
Si Tones talaga, alam mo marami options.
Oh, exactly.
So, marami options yung mga hirit na ganyan.
Unlike other guys na,
I'll take it whenever I can.
Oh, exactly. Because blessings the Lord.
Biyaya na eh.
No, maybe also because I think differently than you. I've always been single. So it's never been an issue of, I have to, whatever, obviously if you don't date, you're going to take every chance that you can, right? Ganon lang naman eh. I mean, if I was the guy that was no sex, no relationship, then I would probably be different. I would probably say, you know what? Wala naman kayo eh.
Oh.
Tapos, I mean, it's done. She's not going to tell you. So, what harm is it? But I think because of my past, it's much easier to just, you know what? I'd rather not, because I always feel that in the end, baka you'll never know na mag-slip or gumante, use it as leverage na, Gino ha, kasama ko si Sam or si Slick, si Tony. Tatlo kami. Nag-gangbang kami.
Ayop.
And
bakit wala ka?
And
tapos ang una ko sasabihin kay Sam, akala ko ba turn down ka ng gangbang, bro?
You know.
May umisa pa.
You can only turn it down once.
So you never know. Even with guys, you can never know. You know what I mean? You say, secret. One person is way too many. That's always the case. So, that's just me though. I don't know with Sam and Slick, they might think differently. If they're a bit more conservative in that way. So they might take that chance, because I think Sam has many instances where he never took the shot, and someone else took the shot.
That's true. Because of the stupid pain to abstain. But I learned my lesson. I'm saying that I'm not even joining.
That's why you always had you had a chance, but
ay nako.
Masakit.
There's always a chance. There's always still chances. But yeah. Why has that happened to you, Gino, where an ex of an ex
What was that?
an ex of yours or an ex of a friend of yours try to, make a step forward and
not an ex, but somebody they used to go out with. Yeah, it has happened. I'm not lying. There were instances where I was like, no, I'm sorry, I can't. And then there were instances where I was like, let's go. I'm only human, man. We make mistakes, But you're right. Like, eventually it does bite you in the ass, like in one way or another. Like, it might not be... Sometimes it's more of like, parang just self-guilt.
Did
like,
you feel bad after or no?
Immediately after... I think as I was finishing my cigarette, yes.
Okay.
This was a bad choice.
Yeah. So your friend was emotionally invested. Emotionally.
Yeah, but it was a long time ago. Maybe like a year. But I knew that, they're like given the opportunity. Like I knew that one, it'll never happen. Like not a chance in hell.
Okay.
But two, I also knew that given the opportunity, this guy would have gone back to that girl. If she allowed it.
May chance.
But meron ka kasi may mga justification ka in your head, diba? Like parang kunwari, if the guy cheated on the girl and then you're like, well, you messed it up.
That's the thing though. If there are certain clauses to the
Oh man, people will always find a way to justify stuff in their heads.
Yeah. But if that clause was okay, he treated her like crap and, let's say there's abuse.
Yeah.
Then I'd be more, I'd really...
You'd let your guard down a little bit.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Medyo mas forgiving.
Mas lenient.
But if there's emotional investment, I usually out na ako because ayaw talaga ng gulo.
It's different.
For me, it's really, you know what? Next. Or let's just keep it as friends. Keep it as friends. I think... that way, no one holds any grudges, and the last thing I need is guys breathing down my neck and girls breathing down my neck.
Pero yun din kasi feeling ko like if I look back at that moment, parang feeling ko kaya rin ako napao kasi medyo slim pickings yung season. Alam mo yung parang
medyo
ka. So parang sige na nga, alam mo, chicks ka naman, di ba? Parang may ganyan kaya. So we're not all good people.
No, I mean
that is true. The consistency that's the problem. I think we're all capable of good. It's consistently being good.
And usually these things happen with alcohol. It has a huge component of cheating or making the move. Is the liquid courage, and when that's involved, you're not making conscious decisions. You're obviously making compulsive.
Alam mo, you still know what you're doing.
Yeah, obviously.
But you're just like
you're
a little bit more lenient. You're
mas matapang ka.
Yung self-control mo wala na, kagulo na.
You don't care really what the consequences are. You only care
in the moment
of living in the moment. And
baga parang problema na ni Gino ng bukas to, di ba?
And that's what usually happens naman eh. You think of the setup more than the consequences. You never think of the consequences. And most little boys listen to this. Think of the consequences.
Yeah,
that way you know whether...
It's hard to think of the consequences when there's a naked woman in front of you.
Yeah,
because all in your mind, you're just, okay, I'm going to nut up.
Yeah.
Nut up.
It's not the easiest, huh?
It's really not.
Anyone naked in front of you is not it's never easy to say, you know what? No.
Pass.
Yeah.
Especially if it's consented. Obviously, this is all with consent, but it's never easy to say, you know what? Rain check. No one said, no one took off their clothes and was like, okay, let's not do this.
Yeah. Unless you're really not attracted to that person, like physically, which is, malayo. Because bakit mo na may kukulong sarili mo sa kwarto na hindi mo trip yung tao, di ba? Parang may ganun ka rin. So,
It depends, you know.
Difficult choices in life.
Yeah.
Well, Tony has been there and, heard it. And I'll be like, damn, Tony's toned down.
No, I mean, because you think of that as that was
the consequences.
That was isolated case, as we were saying, isolated cases. Na some people are emotionally invested. If anything, they say, no. Ano lang to? We're game
for fun lang.
For fun.
Fun lang.
But there are some people, that are expecting. I think the word is they expect it to
blossom into something.
Yeah, and you know it naman eh. You know when you feel it. You don't have to say it sometimes. You just feel that it's getting to a point where
magiging clingy to.
Yeah, and you don't want to hurt the person at the same time, but you kind of say, okay, you draw the line. Actually, that's it. You just have to. It's a very it's a very mature decision, and I'm always immature. So it's we all make the immature or the compulsive decision.
Immature.
Oh, hit up.
Immature.
I mean, it's presented to you.
Hindi kasi masyadong masaya.
Grasya eh. Nandiyan na sa harap mo eh.
Maturity,
Diba? I mean, why would you say no? But you know that the consequences are much bigger. Ayoko talaga gulo. Yun lang yun.
You don't want it to mess up your zen.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go, boys. Hopefully you guys learned something in tonight's episode.
Don't mess up your zen, okay?
Are the Tie-Day brothers still listening? Are those little boys still?
I hope so. They are.
Okay.
They probably are.
Pero bata pa naman kayo, so okay lang. Make mistakes.
How old are they?
Find your zen.
Find your zen first.
TJ is entering
10 years old? So
probably no. Probably like 14.
High school.
14?
He's going into high school.
So 14 is what, 10? 8 years old?
What is that? Like
9?
12?
10? Graduate.
Because it's different now because you got the whole K10.
I think like
12,
14.
Yeah, probably 14. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, yeah, that's the... Man.
Yeah, make mistakes.
12, 13, 14, that's when the
Malayo pa.
Mistakes na parang walang permanent kind of
repercussions.
Yan lang.
Tama,
I think that's all you have to worry about at that age.
Yeah, just make smarter decisions. Young boys out there. Be safe.
I don't know, man. Like, if I had a time machine, I went back in time and I told myself, yo, make smarter decisions. I don't think younger me would have anyway. Because
who are you to tell me?
Yeah, as a younger person, you're like, no, I know better than you adults. So.
But no.
No.
We're gonna be off and doing our own thing. But that's it. That is the show for the week.
We're done.
Done. And we'll catch you again next week for more Boys Night Out. My name is Slick Rick.
My name is Sam YG.
This is Tony.
My name is Gino Killiamore. You guys take it easy. Enjoy the weekend. Bye. Mask up.
Are you ready? The black and yellow microphone is on.
Today's best music. Magic 89.9. We make your day happier.
Magic 89.9.
The Magic brings you closer to the biggest artists. Coldplay. Kanye West. Dua Lipa. Bruno Mars. Harry Styles, Chainsmokers, and more.
Somebody scream!
We bring you to where it's happening. We are Magic 89.9. From our homes to around the world, this is Magic
89.9. Amazing. The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.